So just yesterday I did a video speaking about Hallgrimsson and the decision that he made, specifically taking off Demarai Gray and Bernard at a particular point in the game, and not just the substitution, but who he introduced in the game at that particular time. And at that moment, I saw that, you know what, in my view, that was definitely a cowardly move. Now, we are now going up against a different team. Not Mexico. No team in the CONCACAF region that we are so familiar with, but a team that is in good form and actually a wounded team that most definitely want to rebound in Ecuador. Big up on yourself, people. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much again for your continued support. Really, really appreciate it. This is just my small insight on what I expect from Hallgrimsson, from the Reggae Boyz, when we go up against a really, really tough team. But not just a tough team, a wounded team looking to rebound. Now, as I said, hit the like button. Share the video as well. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Yeah, the YouTube stuff, but massive respect. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Alright, so we're going up against Ecuador now. And this is going to be most definitely one of, if not possibly, our toughest game. And if the Mexico game panned out like that, can you imagine how difficult this game is going to be? It's going to be tremendously difficult. Now, I do understand that they would be without one of their main players in Valencia, but because he picked up a red card. But that didn't necessarily change. I don't think that's going to change the price of milk, because when I look at how they played against Venezuela, despite going down to 10 man, they still created chance. They still created opportunities. They still get off shot off goal. Even though they kind of do a lot of defending, but they pick their moments. They're playing with 10 men, so you'd expect that. They pick their moments, right time, right opportunities. With a little bit of better finishing, I believe that they could have gotten something from the game. Nevertheless, Venezuela walk away victorious. And all the group set up right now, Venezuela on 3 points, Mexico on 3 points, Jamaica 0, Ecuador 0. Now, if Jamaica, the Reggae Boyz, should go out and get 3 points here, it would put Ecuador still on 0. And the game between Mexico and Venezuela, that would be interesting if it draw. It would be interesting if it draw, you know. And that would have put you in a spot where we have to beat Venezuela. So if it draw, just assumption, if it draw, even if Venezuela win, it would have meant that we are still in it. It would really mean that we're still in it. But we don't want to be in it just for participation's sake. I don't want to see us going to another game where we subdue to defeat. And not just subdue. I don't want to see what happened versus Mexico happen again. I'm not saying going to the game, go dominate our whole possession, because really and truly, if you're looking at the Ecuador midfield, Alan, Caicedo, yeah, they have some real quality in the middle of the park. Even quality coming off the bench as well. But that doesn't mean that we should be afraid. No, we now have to pick our moments. I think it might be somewhat similar to how we play Mexico. A bit more of a transitional game for us. The important part of this game, I believe, is taking our chance. And I don't think the coach have to look and say, you know what, I have nothing to lose now. Because if I should lose this game, or should I say lose this game, we're out. 2 losses, you're out. So you now have nothing at all to lose. Makes no sense even try to play for a draw. You have to try and garner a result from this game. So I do believe that the coach must be looking and say, you know what, on the day, that starting lineup that the coach put out, many would say it would be it's our best starting lineup we can put out. Or the best 11 can put on the pitch. And now, from that, we would have seen that There was a lot of imbalance in the team. Even the likes of Damian Lowe not in midfield. See a lot of persons celebrating that Damian Lowe was not in midfield. But as soon as the game continues, you realize that his absence was a problem. His absence was a problem. And something had to change. Something had to change, and the coach opted to bring him in at a point in time where I think where maybe it wasn't necessarily needed at that point in time. Even if it was needed, the another defender change was not needed. So I would say, no, bring on take off a midfielder and an attacker, and bring on a midfielder and Damian Lowe, another fresh attacker. But one thing I'm very, very sure of, in this game coming up, we cannot be fearful. We can't find time to be afraid. Cannot. And I do believe that I don't want to be a case in which the players lose confidence, because that game versus Mexico, any player can lose a little bit of confidence from that. But I don't want that to be the case. The coach himself, I think the coach has to take some level of responsibility and say, you know what? I went ultra defensive. It didn't work. Went ultra defensive, and we lose the game. We lost the game going ultra defensive. And something has to happen now. We must get a result from this game. The problem is, say in the event we start off with the same, a more defensive structured team, and we can't see the first goal, what's going to happen there? Now, nothing is wrong with how the coach set up. I have no problem with it. But my problem here is, when you have similar players like Mikel Antonio and Boza playing, it's 100% going to cause problems. It will cause problems, because you find out both players are sometimes going in the same position. Now he has to change something, and the reason for the change is not for the sake of supporters asking for a change, but for the fact that you must get a result. You must go a little bit more attacking minded. You must intend to go at them. Now, I thought that Mikel Antonio had a good game. One of his best games he has played for us for a long time. So it's difficult to look at that game in particular and not reward him again. The problem now is Boza is a goal scorer in the team. So it's more difficult now to bench him because he's a goal scorer. The coach has a big decision to make. What is he going to do? Demarai Gray, and I'm being honest, Demarai Gray was a little bit absent in that game. So he has to do something there. And he wasn't able to even play the full game. At one point, as you can see, that probably was signaling to come off. So, an insertion of Cephas would be ideal in this one. To add something different, a bit more pace, a bit more another attacking minded player up front, something for Ecuador to think about. Maybe just maybe the two striker thing. I'm not sure if I go feel it. I really don't feel it. And the coach have to go do something, because this game we cannot afford to lose. Even if we get a draw from this game, just say we get a draw from this game. That in itself, I'm not sure if that will be sufficient, because if Mexico or which either team win, we're already on the back foot. Just losing the first game put it on the back foot. So I believe that we're in a situation now. We must get a result. We must get a result. My problem is going to that game, conceding an early goal. How do we rebound from that? Not often do we rebound from conceding early goal. We don't necessarily rebound from it. So we have to do something. Bit of steel line middle of the park. Start Damian Lowe, I would say. Put some more pace up front. Inclusion of Cephas. And in the 60 something minutes thereabout, you probably make another striker change between Boza. Yes, you start either one of them. Starting two of them definitely going to be problematic. No, it's just my view. It might not be right. It might not be the best thing tactically, but we have to do something, because what we're doing right now necessarily is not working. And we need goals. We need something. We need to create some chance. And if you even flash back to the game, think about it. One think about how many chances were created in the last game we played. How many chances did we create in? Let me just run through it. I can't remember creating a big chance in that game. Check its statistics. No, we didn't create any huge chance. Yes, we did got shots off. We definitely got shots off. And at the point in time we've made the substitution, we actually had more shots on target on goal. More shots. We got to have more shots than Mexico. But we have to do something. That's all I'm saying. We have to do something. And Hallgrimsson must do something because this is a needed, a must need. And I'm not saying we're not going in a game and say we must win, you know. But if we're going in a game and say the same team, same setup, and still don't get a result, then you're gonna have to question and say, all right, are we really learning? Are we really trying to win these games? Are we trying to do something different to get result? Are we trying to do the same thing over again, and possibly the likelihood is it's not working? Interesting time ahead for Hallgrimsson, I have to say. But big up on yourself, people. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. Tell us what you think in the comment section. Jamaica versus Ecuador, another big match on the horizon. Massive respect, people. I'll see you guys again. Until next time, MG Sports TV. Out. God bless. Enjoy the rest of the day. Like, share, and subscribe. Link is in the comment. You can definitely buy us a coffee or in the description. You can support us in doing that. Like, people. Big up on yourself. Have a wonderful day. Out. God bless. Boom.